Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Those who are new, welcome to my channel. In today's class, let us see our fourth South Indian dynasty called Chalukya dynasty. It is a more important and great dynasty in our whole South India. Now let's start. Chalukyas of Badami. Their role start from 540 CE and ends from 753 CE. Many powerful kings ruled in our Karnataka in 6th century CE. Were the Chalukyas of Badami. They established their supremacy in Karnataka for over 2 centuries continuously and ruled the immense glory. The Chalukya dynasty occupies an important position in the history of our South India. I have already told that, and it is one of the powerful dynasty of our India. The role of the Chalukya begins in 6th century and ended in middle part of 8th century. The Raja Jaisimha was a founder of this dynasty. This dynasty means Chalukya dynasty. The most powerful and noteworthy king of or emperor of this dynasty is Pulukeshi II. Overpowering the Gangas, Kadambas, Alupos extended his kingdom. The Pallavas were at the peak of glory in the South Deccan. Since the Mahendravarma did not accept the sovereignty Pulukeshi defeated him when the Harshavardhana, who was ruling in the North India, he advanced up to the bank of river Narmada. Pulukeshi was stopped him and earned the title called Dakshinapathishwara. It means Lord of Peninsula for his daring act. Pulukeshi II could not rule the whole of his kingdom from one center. He appointed his younger brother Kubuja Vishnuvardhana as a provincial head of Vengi and Jaisimha as a head of Gujarat provinces. Later on, Chalukya ruled the kingdom for around 5 centuries under the name of Chalukyas of Vengi. Now let us move on. Yunutsong visited the Chalukyas capital. He has given a detailed description of Pulukeshi II and Chalukya's kingdom. He has said that the king was just a kind, the army was disciplined, and the soldiers were courageous warriors who were not afraid of death. The subjects were the lover of truth, contented, self-respecting, prosperous, and loyal to the king. They respected the king very much and the king loved his subjects. Pulukeshi II was an optimistic emperor. He had friendly relations with foreign kings too. Arab historians report that he had diplomatic relations with Persian king Khusru II. Now let us move on. After some years, the Pallava king Narasimha first take revenge on the Chalukya for defeat of father Mahendravarma. He occupies the Chalukyan kingdom and capture Vitapi. During that time, the last Chalukya king was Kirtivarma. Rashtrakutas were captured this kingdom. Now let us move on. Contributions of Chalukya dynasty. Chalukyas developed a Kannada language and culture and protected its religion, literature, art, architecture, etc. They were the one who gave the name Karnataka to this land. The region of Badami Chalukya is a great and glorious period in the history of Karnataka. This age is noteworthy not only for its military exploits but it also its art and literature. Now let us move on. They ruled for around 200 years. The king was actively involved in administration. The kingdom was divided into districts called Vishaya and the Vishayapati uses to look after it. The village was the smallest unit of administration. The village leaders look after the village accounts. Now let us see religious aspects of Chalukya's empire, that is, the Chalukyas encourages all traditions and sects like that of the Shivas, Vaishnavas, and the Jains. They supported the construction of Jain temples and Buddhist viharas too in their own region. Now let us see literature of Chalukyas kingdom. Chanukya of Badami patronized literature. Kannada and Sanskrit developed very well. Kannada was their state language during this period. The Tripadi form of poetry came into existence. Though there was no literary work produced in Kannada at this time, there was a many inscription written in Kannada. One of the poem in inscription of Kappe Arabhatta of Badami. It is a three-part. The Sanskrit scholar of that Ravi Kirti, Vijayaka, Akalanaka, Kumudi Mahotsav was written by Pulukeshi II's daughter-in-law, poetess Vijayaka, and Hara Pravatya of Shiva Bhattaraka are the important Sanskrit dramas. Now let us move on. Art and architecture of Chalukya dynasty. The Chalukyas of Badami were great builders as well as art lovers. They built beautiful temples at Badami, Aihole and Patatkallu. They developed a special style of sculpture called sculpture. They are called as a Chalukya style. In the Indian architecture, they built cave temples in rock of Badami and they encourages many artists and sculptures. The best temples of Chalukyan styles in Aihole, Patatkallu. Aihole was one of the cardinal of temples architecture. Evolution of a series of temple architecture was first experimented there. This style is found at full expressions at the Patatkallu. For example, those we see the famous temples of Lokeshwara, Virupaksha, Tirulokeshwara, Mallikarjuna. Here we get conclusive proof of the Chalukyas' artistic achievement in towering sculpture of Shiva, Varaha, Harihara and Ardhanareshwara in the caves of Badami. Even painting received the encouragement in their era. The Ajanta painting of this period are the world famous. Those are all the important information about Chalukya dynasty. Thank you for watching this.